Now that's what I'm talking about right there, dude.
One major thing.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the new Goonzquad headquarters. And as you guys seen in the previous video, we were working on our final checklist to get this house 100% finished up. And we are just moving right along. Previously, you've seen us finish up that spiral staircase. We did some customizations with the rails at the top. We threw some fresh paint on it. That sucker looks super clean. Of course, we did have to add a few things to this deck as well as some lag bolts and those posts right there, which we had to do that for the final inspection. Then we actually ended up buying and building a chicken coop right here and some chickens as well. So we're super excited about that. Definitely gonna probably bring in some more livestock if that's even possible up here. So stay tuned for that stuff. We got some epic things that we're gonna do in order to finish this house up in an epic way, of course. But as right now, what we're gonna focus on is actually these star areas right here. This is gonna be the most time consuming stuff. So we wanna go ahead and get that knocked out first. So we're probably gonna go ahead and work in this garage area here because we got that 6th floor. We definitely wanna finish it up 100%. So what we gotta do is actually sand that repaired wall area right there. We gotta sand it smooth, and then we're gonna throw our primer, and then we're gonna bring in our ceiling paint, our wall paint, and hopefully get this whole entire place finished up. All right, so check this out, guys. We just got a few things knocked out right quick. First things first, we covered up our metallic epoxy floor here. That way we don't get any scuffs, scratches, or any type of paint residue on it. Then we threw on our original trim that we pulled off. All we had to do is break off the old nails and slap them right back on there, which is a good thing, because I don't think we got any extra trim, and those were some pretty dang difficult cuts right there, them 45s, 35s, 25s, all that stuff. Slapped it back on, and then we moved on to actually sanding this whole entire wall. Got it knocked out super quick, which I thought it was gonna take all day, but you know what? With this brushless dewalt right here, man, it just like got out the super deep stuff. Then we just did like some long strokes with this thing right here, and basically got the whole entire wall nice and smooth, dude.
Smoothed out just like body work, but a lot easier because you don't have to perfect everything. And this wall is ready for some primer, dude.
Exactly, that's ready for some primer. This is like equivalent to sanding like the side of a bus. I couldn't imagine that, dude. You'd have to make it perfect, but luckily this doesn't have to be perfect because with that white paint, you're hardly gonna see anything. But anyways, that's done, almost ready for some primer. Then after that, we moved on to fixing this block wall right here, which there was some sort of weird plumbing going on here, so we ended up moving the plumbing inside the wall, which that's always like a cleaner looking way right there. And look at that, dude. It looks original almost right there, dude.
Once that dries, you won't even be able to tell that was a repair right there, man.
And the reason why we wanted to repair that is because we are going to be painting this like a nice white, because that looks old school right there. I think that
we'll paint it that trim color white. That way it has that semi-gloss and it'll look really good, dude.
Sick. But what we ended up covering up, or what we ended up having to leave, is one of these dummy faucets right here. One of these is a dummy. Which one is it, dude? Clearly this bottom one right here. And we might end up yanking this out with like a chain in the Kubota. Bing!
Hey, yank it out or leave it and let people just wonder
Play
which
tricks.
Play tricks on them, see which one they need to use.
But anyways, we'll figure that out later. As right now, what we're gonna do is actually install a few more pieces of trim. Pops, I think, is outside bringing in the table saw. We gotta cut like some for the windows and one right here. Then after that, we're gonna bring in the silicone everything, and then we're gonna get ready for some primer. We are just moving right along, ain't we?
Yes, sir. I mean, we already got all the primer down. We sprayed all the corners, rolled the ceilings and the walls, and of course, we got all the nail holes and just siliconed all the cracks around the trim, and we are ready to move on to the next thing, man.
Yes, sir, dude, because this primer is drying pretty dang quick. As you can tell, we'll probably give it about 45 more minutes while we clean the gun,
Yeah,
dude.
so we're gonna use that gun to spray all the trim in, and we're probably gonna go ahead and just tape up the windows, that door, this door, because we've already painted it. So we'll just throw some paper over that, and this door right here, we're probably just gonna leave it on there, just spray how it is, because I mean, you're never gonna be on the other side of that door right there.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody ever opens up the water heater door, but dude, I gotta say, dude, once we paint everything, including the block right there, dude.
The block, man.
I said
So,
brick
and block. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably some special paint for this, but you know what? We're just gonna use our trim paint. I'm sure it'll do the same thing, and I think it's just gonna come out looking super good.
This is gonna be the sickest room in the whole house. We said that a lot, but you know what? It's gonna be like, what is this even gonna be? An office room?
This is gonna be an office / open patio whenever it has good weather and stuff like that, especially with that garage door and stuff like that. I think we might put like a super sick desk right there, and maybe even build some shelves along this wall right here and paint them white and just use it for merch and stuff like that. You never know, man.
This is gonna be so sick. And I gotta say, dude, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, dude, this house right here may not be the biggest house, but it's the most unique house I've ever seen, dude.
It was super unique, just the way it's designed and stuff like that. Just super cool to work on, and also it was just super fun to design.
Yeah, all the little touches, the floor, the rock back there, the patio down here, the kitchen, man.
It's just crazy, man. It's crazy to think about it, but you know what? We are closing in and we are about to be done, but this is one of the biggest things right here, and we're about done with it, man. We're about to paint this room up completely, and all we got left is a few other touch-ups of paint, and I don't know what's after that.
I mean, what happened to the whiteboard? I think Pops took it, but dude, there's like very little things left on that thing, dude.
We're about to just start slapping marks on there, dude.
But anyways, let's go ahead and take care of this trim, the block, then last but not least, we'll probably take care of the walls with the regular paint, right?
Yes, sir. Let's do it. already, dude, with just a little bit of white on there, man.
Oh my goodness, yeah, just those blocks being white makes this whole room just feel a lot brighter. Almost makes it feel bigger, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, those blocks just like threw it off, but they're not 100% painted right now. As you can tell, you can still kind of see through the paint because there's a bunch of like big old pores and bricks and blocks and stuff like that. So it's gonna need a couple coats. I mean, the grout lines, they're perfect. So we're probably gonna let that dry a little bit more, maybe blast a heater in here. That way we don't create any runs, and throw like 2 to 3 more coats. That way it's solid white, because it's almost looks like kind of like whitewash, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the solid white's probably gonna look a lot better.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the trim, the doors, the windows, that's all finished up, looks super good. I mean, just look at that, man, all that stuff. I mean, I can't wait to even paint the walls. It's gonna make it even brighter in here, dude.
Yeah, exactly. But we're not gonna be able to do that today because this trim is gonna have to dry overnight.
Yes.
What can we do,
dude,
though?
we can possibly jump back in the inside over there and fix those repairs on the walls and just get it ready for the touch-ups. Maybe even do a couple touch-up paint in there, dude.
That's what I'm talking about right there, dude.
One major thing finally off this list right here. We got one more that we're actually gonna knock off tomorrow. One of the major ones is painting the garage wall and ceiling. We did paint most of this, but all we got left is just a white on the ceiling and the walls, which would be just pretty easy.
Dude, that's gonna fly by. I was trying to convince you into going ahead and marking that off, but you were like,
I mean,
no.
we can mark it off about halfway, but you know what? We're just gonna keep that for tomorrow once we roll the walls and the ceilings, and we'll be done. I mean, just look at that, man. The block looks really nice. 3 coats of paint right there, dude. I can't wait till it dries up tomorrow in the morning when we're gonna actually have sunlight in here, and it's just gonna look really good.
Now, I don't know if we're gonna have sunlight tomorrow. I believe it's gonna rain all week.
Really?
So, but good thing we got a bunch of inside work.
Yeah, indoor work. So that is really awesome. I mean, we got so much stuff that we're gonna start knocking out here really soon.
Tomorrow, we're actually gonna knock out a lot of stuff. We're gonna be able, I think that hopefully the dumpster is gonna get removed. Pops is over there crushing it down because I think you're not allowed to have it over like
the top of it. Yeah. So
edge.
we crushed it, most of it down. We should have that. Are we gonna get another trash can?
I think so. I actually got a phone number to somebody else that's gonna bring like one of those small dumpsters.
That's those mini dump trailers or something like that.
Yeah, we don't need nothing big, which is just all exciting stuff here, man. The rain is it's just like a vibe right now, dude. Rain.
I mean, we needed this rain, man. The grass, man, is just looking way more greener and luscious, dude. Especially where we don't walk on it right there in the back is just like growing tall, man. May have to start weed eating it here soon, man.
Dude, I can't wait.
We have to bring the zero turn out here,
dude. I can't wait for that. But anyways, we ended up fixing the stuff inside of the house as well.
Yep, we finished it up, did a couple touch-ups, so I kind of wanted to mark off the paint. We can mark off the paint.
Yeah, that was basically it,
We basically did the paint touch-up, so go ahead and mark that off, man. That is just an awesome feeling right there, dude.
Definitely, but it is kind of late right now, so what do you say, dude?
It's pretty late, but we'll be back here painting some more tomorrow in the morning.
man, we got that sucker knocked clean out today, so it is the next day here. You know what? We got everything painted, the ceilings and the walls, and you know what? It looks super bright in here, but it's about to look even better,
Dude, it's gonna look even better, especially when we unwrap those windows, pop those can lights back in, take the tape off, and most importantly, dude, unwrap this floor, man.
Just take a sneak peek in here. Oh my goodness, dude. You see those metallics in there? Once we unwrap everything, dude, it's just gonna bounce off. It's gonna reflect, refract, bounce off the paint, and it's just gonna make this whole room pop, dude.
Dude, it's gonna make everything pop. I'm actually super excited to see what this dark floor with the white walls is gonna look like. I think it's just gonna look perfect,
yeah, I
man.
think it's gonna be the perfect contrast. You got the white and black, of course. But anyways, as right now, what we're gonna do is probably just go ahead and clean everything out of here. We're done painting. Go ahead and take all the tape off, unwrap everything, throw in a few covers, like some receptacle covers, some vent covers. And I think we're just gonna see how this sucker turned out.
You know it's good, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at this room, dude. We got it completely uncovered, and oh my goodness, it pops, dude.
It pops. It absolutely it's just the perfect color contrast with the dark floor moving into the dark, like stamped concrete right there, and then the white walls, the windows nice and clean, man. This is, dude, I gotta say, man, I am just excited how this room came out right
Exactly,
here.
dude. And we're still gonna do a few more touches. Probably put like an office desk somewhere over here, maybe some floating shelves or something like that, dude.
Just like build something super epic. I don't know exactly what this room is gonna be. This is basically gonna be almost like an entertainment room slash office slash whatever, dude.
The squeaky shoe floor.
The croc floor. So you only walk on this floor with Crocs, man. See? I need some water on mine.
Dude, I absolutely love it. And did we mention the garage door that we're gonna put up in here?
Yeah, I think we mentioned it before. We are getting a full glass garage door. It's gonna be fully insulated. That way it passes code and stuff like that because, you know, we got HVAC in here and stuff like that. So it's gonna be super sick, black on the outside. And it's just gonna make so much light come through here once that's installed that we won't even need these little lights right here.
Dude, I'm thinking of a name for this room. What is it, a den, a foyer? That sounds cool.
What is that even?
Honestly,
man?
don't
Sounds
even know.
cool. We'll probably just name it that right there.
Dude, but so far, dude, I'm super happy with the results so far. And one thing that I noticed about the finish on this floor is it actually didn't turn out as glossy as we anticipated, right?
Yeah, in some spots, like right there, over here when we first started, it's pretty glossy because I think we were laying it down super thick, but once we're getting towards the end, there's kind of like streaks. You can see the roll marks and they're kind of satin. So we may end up doing one more coat on this floor, no big deal, but I mean, it still looks really good.
Dude, it still looks super killer, dude. I can't wait to bring in what we're gonna bring in furniture-wise, and then after that, it's gonna be a wrap.
Dude, it's gonna be a wrap.
But guys, that is pretty much gonna be a wrap for today's video. We're super happy with the amount of progress that we've already made. We only got a few more major tasks left on this list right here. Then we're gonna do a few more epic things as well, and this whole entire house is gonna be over with. So definitely make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at Goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.